Okay. This is the video, audio.
Yep, we're just going to wait a few more minutes. We have people logging in, and we have a lovely session lined up for you today, and we'd love for you to open your cameras as well so we can interact. I see names: Joanne, Trishu, Beena. If possible, we want to see your lovely faces as well. We have awesome breathing techniques. We have a breathing and meditation expert with here today as part of our Lunch and Learn series. So we really look forward to, sharing lots with you. It's 12:45. Maybe should we start?
Yeah, I can start. You can start.
So I guess we'll start now. So hi everyone, welcome to today's Lunch and Learn sessions that we have here. Every Friday 12:30 to 1:30, Inspire to Aspire, we have our Lunch and Learn sessions, and we will be bringing you different topics, different speakers, ranging all the way from wellness all the way to peak performance. So today we have a lovely speaker with us. Before I start introducing the speaker, I'd like to also share with you that this event is being shot at our multi-purpose studio here in Chimsachoi. We have a lovely space here for holding all sorts of events, whether a live event up to 40 people or online events. We have green screen facilities, we have live streaming facilities, we have mirrors for dance, yoga classes. So if you're a trainer or if you're planning to hold an event, do not hesitate to contact us. We know in this time of COVID, there are lots of public events that are not possible, but if you can still have online events, and we have the facilities for holding online training events, product shows, and much more. So we will leave our contact details with you later, and you can feel free to contact us. So without further delay, I'm going to jump into today's session. So today I have a lovely speaker with us. His name is Saptarshi Mukerjee. He's a senior manager at HSBC. He's an expert breathwork and meditation practitioner. He's been practicing since the age of 20, so he's obviously an expert.
Not sure if we call an expert. We are learning every day.
There's a saying, right? The teacher is always a perpetual student, right? We all keep learning, right? But that's the goal. We keep learning, we keep sharing, we keep empowering other people, especially in the pandemic. It's important to take care of your health, your immune system, and that's what this whole session is all about. So today he's really going to teach us how do you stay calm in stressful situations. So I'm going to pass on the mic to Saptarshi, and please, I'd start with, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and your journey into wellness.
Do I need to use the
I
mic?
tried. I mean, I don't know. People can't hear otherwise sometimes.
Okay.
Can you hear us? Just give us a thumbs up if you can hear us clearly. Okay, great.
Okay, great.
That's nice.
So thank you, everyone. Thank you for inviting me, and to be able to share some techniques, some meditation plus breathing techniques that hopefully day to day people can enjoy, practice, and also get some benefits. But before I start, just to introduce myself, so my name is Saptarshi Mukerjee. I have been a practitioner for meditation about over 12 or 13 years, since the age of 2021. And what led me to meditation was I've always been working in the corporate and very high stressful environments, and I could never focus. So my focus span was literally less than 15 seconds. And my brain is always working, and what do I need to do next? And if I'm like sitting down working on my computer, I'm thinking of something else. At work, people are talking to me. If they're too slow, I just get so annoyed. It's like, come on, get to the point.
I can relate to that.
It's like I did not have patience. I could not focus, and so I never went and did anything. I used to play a lot of sports. But one of my friend had then asked me, "Oh, why don't you try meditation?" I was like, "No way, I can't even sit still for 15 seconds. How can I go and meditate?" So I went from one extreme to another. So I found this course called Vipasana, which is a 10-day silent retreat, and where you are not allowed to take your phone, you're not allowed to take your books. All you have is your clothes, and you are there in the retreat, and they go through the guidance in order to teach you how to some of the techniques of meditation. And it's always going inward versus outward. We are always like blaming the situation or blaming the circumstance, or why it did not work. We don't often look inward. So it
Absolutely,
was
yeah.
an opportunity for me to just sit and relax and look inward. I think what I really, so fast forward, what I really got of that 10 days is an emptiness. Some of us might know what is empty and meaningless.
Life is empty and meaningless.
But I really got to be empty of my thoughts. And that was the first time I ever experienced that, how there are no thoughts. It was as if a young born kid or a child, where there is nothing in your brain. And that was that experience that really got me into like, wow, if I can have that every day of my life, what can I create? And since then I have, we all get busy in our day-to-day lives. I will not be able to meditate for 15 hours a day unless you are in a retreat. But the techniques have really helped me to focus, to be patient, to be able to listen to people. Like before, I could definitely say that I did not listen. People will be talking, I would be in my head thinking of something else. So the techniques practicing every day gives me to be in the moment, to be calm, to be with people, creating that relatedness. And I work in banking, and I've always been in tech and banking and high pressure jobs, where you're having probably like 10, 20 people in a room, always shouting at each other, or talking over each other. And sometimes I get the comment is like, within that chaos I bring calmness. And I think the only way I can do that is I have to be calm myself, to be able to be with the situation. Whatever gets thrown at me, I'm okay, I'm not reacting. So another benefit that I got from practicing is not reacting, not reacting to things that like at work or family and with parents, with friends. It's like, be with the situation and being able to communicate clearly.
Yep. Wow. That's a lot of benefits you mentioned already.
Yeah, so I think for today's session, what I would like to do is give a couple of tips and a couple of techniques. And obviously, it can be, I can go into a lot of these benefits, but I think it's really experiential. So again, before I even started meditation, people would always tell me about it, but I would never get it because I did not practice. So no matter all the good theory that is, the only thing it works is for you to practice and you to incorporate that into your daily life. So maybe we will start with something very simple, breath. And one of the key parts of this meditation, of course, every there are lots of different kinds of meditation. So the meditation technique that I focus on or I practice is Vipassana, which is a very old technique, almost 4,000 years old technique. And the technique involves the most natural form is breath, which consciously, subconsciously, when we are sleeping, when we are running, when we are working, we're always breathing, and it never leaves us.
Yep.
So how to use your breath to become present, how to use your breath to control your thoughts, and how to use your breath to sometimes let go of that overwhelming feeling or emotions, and being present to the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure our viewers would, want to see that and learn. So we'll get into the techniques. So let me just a short recap. So you're going to show us the breathing techniques first, and then we're going into the meditation, right?
Yeah, so I think obviously we are whichever state we are in, it's very hard for people to just get straight away into meditation
Yeah.
because your thoughts are always there. That monkey mind of yours, its thoughts are always coming. So how can we kind of get to a meditative state faster? And especially during this time, COVID, where people are probably locked down and feeling that overwhelming feeling, and if they want to do some meditation for 10 minutes. So I'm going to share a couple of these breathing techniques that can help to release some of the tension, correct your breathing, but also help you to get into the meditative state faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think this really helps for people, out there who are wondering, who, number one, have never tried out meditation or have that feeling, oh, I can't focus, I can't sit. So I think what we're introducing here is a systematic way. We're going to start with the breathing first, followed by the meditation. So you don't need to worry about, oh, I can't meditate. For the moment, just put that thought aside and just give it a try. And since this is going to be an experiential workshop, so if you really want to, see the technique properly and also that we can observe you, please turn on your cameras. I would request you so that we can also observe you and, we can be more interactive together. So we're going to dive into the breathing technique. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so let's take this moment to have a seating position. Everyone who is there, have your back straight and just gently close your eyes and being in the moment. So gently close your eyes, put one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach, and just start by taking a couple of deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out through your nose. Just getting settled down, taking a deep breath, inhale and exhale, and just getting present to your own breath. So as you inhale through your nose, and as you exhale, just every exhale, just relax your shoulders, relax your jaws, relax your face, relax your body. Just getting present to the moment, getting present to your breath, getting present to the pattern of breathing that you are breathing through. So the technique I'm going to share is called box breathing. So the technique is you breathe in, I'll count till 4. So breathe in 4 counts, we'll hold for 4 counts, then we will exhale fully for 4 counts, and then hold for 4 counts. And we will repeat the sequence for, let's say, 5 to 6 times, and then see how we feel. So again, let's start by taking a deep inhale. Inhale through your nose and exhale out through your nose. And let's take another deep breath, inhaling through your nose, exhaling out through your nose. And this time I'll guide you through the process. So we will start by a big inhale. Let's inhale, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it a couple more times. Inhale once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it one more time. Inhale through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now gently return to your normal breath. Just inhaling, taking a couple of inhales and exhales, always through your nose, and just gently observing and getting present to your breath. And just observe if there are any emotions, any feelings, any sensations that is coming up. Just take a few moments to just getting back to your natural breath. Inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, in your own time, gently open your eyes.
Wow, I definitely feel relaxed. I'm sure our viewers are relaxed too.
Blank. That's
Yeah.
that's what I felt like.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things we all have challenges is right. Like every morning you wake up and your thoughts are bothering you. And what you showed is such a simple technique which kinds of lets you blank out your thoughts, which results in you becoming more focused, as you said. You can focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, so again this is a very simple box breathing that we all can practice, and it's actually one of the breathwork techniques. It's practiced by Navy SEALs or by high performance sports athletes, where to focus on the task at hand. Like imagine you're running 100-meter at an Olympic, and you have all these thoughts and all these doubts. So these techniques are taught to these performance athletes so that they can blank their mind and just focus on the task. And again, we are not all athletes or Navy SEALs, but for general people who are find it difficult to like get stressed really easily, getting overwhelmed, or there are always like thoughts and anxieties, you can practice it for even 2 or 3 minutes to just get to the zone, get to the moment, to be able to switch off that mind, switch off that chatter, and then just focus on and bring your attention back to the breath.
No, that's great. Also, I'd request our viewers is while we are sharing the techniques with you, if you have any questions that come in your mind, please start typing it in the chat box, because we will have time for question and answers towards the end. So please feel free to put your questions in the chat box. We will address that later. Okay, let's continue.
Okay, so I'll do another technique. So this is obviously I would suggest the previous technique that I showed. Do it a few rounds to just get yourself present. So sometimes we are wherever we are at, if we can do it a few rounds, it will get us back into the zone, get us back into the moment. So the second technique that I'm going to share, it's actually another old technique, and it is practiced by a lot of the Buddhist monks, and it's called Sufi breathing. It's also practiced by a lot of athletes, where we want to quickly recover from getting out of breath. So if you're going for a run, if you want to kind of put your performance up, a lot of jiu-jitsu trainers train it because when you're in a lockdown position, you like quickly want to getting out of breath. So how do you quickly recover so that you can manage your performance? Now, this technique not only again for athletes, but also for everyone else can help to quieten your mind, quieten your thoughts. So the technique is again really simple. It involves breathing. So you take 3 breaths in and fully out. So I'll do a couple of times, and then we will do it together. So just to show you how the technique works, and I really want everyone to experience this.
Yeah, please try it with us. Yeah.
And I will also suggest as you're practicing this technique, please have a seating position. So you might feel a little bit tingling, a little bit lightheaded, and I'll explain it to you why later. So let's just experience it first, and then I can go into why do we feel that way. So just sharing how the technique works. So it goes so 3 deep breaths in and then fully out through your mouth. So we'll practice it together. So let's do it for a minute. I'll put the timer on just to...
Is there any people with any particular conditions, should they not practice, or it's okay for everybody?
I think if we stop breathing, we all die. So it's all related to breath.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's
Just
the
want to make
most
sure.
natural part.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it together. So again, have a seat, sit up, have your back straight, have one arm on your chest, one arm on your tummy. Gently close your eyes and take just a simple deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out through your nose, taking a few deep breaths just to bring your attention back to your breathing. And as we are getting our attention and focus back and getting present to our breath, so we will start together and continue. Just follow my lead. The technique again, it is 3 breaths in and fully out with a ha sound through your mouth. So let's do it together. Few more breaths. Let's continue. Let's take 5 more deep breaths. Don't stop. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Then just relax, keeping your eyes closed, just coming back to your sensations and just observe what these sensations are. Just going back to your natural breathing, natural breath, and just observe the feeling, observe the sensation, being present to your breath as you breathe in through your nose and exhale through your nose. Keeping on the breath, going back to your natural breath, and just getting present. You might feel tingling on your arms, a bit of lightheadedness, whatever the sensations are, just get present. Present and observe those sensations. Let's take 1 deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out through your nose. And then in your own time, gently open your eyes. Just
Wow.
to check in with everyone how they are feeling.
Yeah, is everyone okay? Give us a thumbs up or put something in the chat box.
Like I didn't want to come back. I was like, there's so much cooling
On the
happening,
mic.
and then also it's lightheadedness, right?
Yeah.
That's like I was
Yeah.
like, wow, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, same lightheaded, Joanne.
Yeah, it almost feels like, today morning, before the session started, I got a call from someone who was giving me some news that was upsetting. They were not doing their job properly. So I was upset at that person, but I had to maintain my calm composure when I started the session. But now that I realized that after this breathing technique, it felt like as if something got flushed out from the system. Whether that negativity, that irritation, it really got flushed out from the system. So again, I felt that, and I'm sure our viewers have also felt similar. So again, we all are dealing with different challenges. We have different stresses in our lives. So simple techniques like this really make a difference.
Yeah, and some of you shared that you're feeling lightheaded, and there has been a lot of research going on just on breath work and breathing. Just breath itself can reduce anxiety, heal your system, boost your immune system, especially now with COVID. How breath can really help to boost your immune system, and just by using breath. And a lot of times we are even like probably a child between between 4 years old, they have the corrective breathing technique. They when you observe them, they're always breathing from your tummy, from their tummy.
Yeah.
But over time, as we grow up, and when we go to a doctor, we say that, oh, please take a breath, and we put our chest up to breathe, and we don't use all these breathing muscles that helps in our digestion, that helps in our immune system, that helps in our the white blood cells to keep all the bacteria and all the germs outside. So just by simply taking on these breathing techniques, we can live a healthy life.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously it has a lot of detox benefits
Yep.
as well. You're flushing out toxins. We're living in a very polluted environment as well. So it becomes even more important in light of COVID to take care of your respiratory system. Yep.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you do this after having some food, or you should do it on an empty stomach?
Good question.
Let me ask you a question back. Do you stop breathing?
No.
Do you do you decide when to breathe, whether it's an empty stomach or a full stomach?
No.
Okay. So it's your breath,
Okay.
right? So it doesn't matter if you have any food or not.
Yeah.
I think obviously as part of detox, if you're doing intense breathing,
Yeah.
just choose a time that works for you,
Okay.
that you are comfortable.
Yes.
Like, I think the only side effect of this breathing
Yeah.
is your body is getting oxygenated,
Right.
and you're flushing out a lot of the carbon dioxide.
Okay.
So as you felt a little bit lightheaded, because that oxygen level is going up to your head,
Yeah.
so it's actually emptying and
Okay.
recreating those neurons
Okay.
and stuff. So obviously advisably, like, have a seating position, or also even lying down, like when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
You can do that a few times, and you will automatically notice the energy boost that you get.
So you think it can be done lying down as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
I personally do it every morning before getting up. Like before, like I'm not a person who would like straight away get up. I was like snooze for some time, and then I think about, okay, I need to finally get up.
Uh-huh.
But now practicing the technique, it just gives me the boost of energy to just get up straight away, and it creates my day in a way that I have more energy. So even if I'm like, even you can even try when you have a long day at work, and you are like not feeling well and feeling tired, you can just try this technique for like 2 minutes, and you will see immediately you will change a shift in your energy levels.
So if you can do it, so that means it's also suitable maybe for elderly or
Yeah, anyone.
Okay.
Anyone and everyone. It doesn't have an age limit, or doesn't have, because it's your natural breath, and just by breathing you can like get rid of a lot of diseases.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of research going on by Wim Hof, by Dr. Dan Brule, who is a meditation breathwork coach. He has been practicing breathwork and techniques for over 40 years. He like coaches breathwork for high performance athletes, Tony Robbins, and there are so much benefits of just breath that we don't know. So just by practicing some of these techniques really helps to get back into our zone, create our lives powerfully, bring that energy back, and get rid of those overwhelming thoughts, or chatters that we already always have. And sometimes we like obviously need some detox a lot of the time, and especially now in COVID, we are stuck in houses, stuck with our families, and we don't get time to detox.
Absolutely.
There are a couple of questions. So number
Yeah.
one, how about people who have asthma? Can they practice this as well?
Asthma.
Yeah, asthma, definitely. So again, I'm not a medical practitioner, so I'm not going to comment on different medical side effects. But again, it's your breathing technique. So have been a lot of research, and I can share those later with the people. Scientific research, medical research done that how breath work can help in reducing asthma, especially having breathing problems. And if you are practicing these techniques, it can help you to improve your breathing, improve levels of asthma. But again, it's subjective. Obviously there are other medical conditions as well, but again, whenever these breathing techniques are practiced, there are no side effects, there's only good effects, because it's your body, it's your natural breath, you're not taking anything external, and that can help you.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to.
There's one more question actually.
Okay.
How long do we do the second breathing method? Like that was taught. He says 1 minute or more.
Yeah, and that's a really good question. So when I started, just a bit of sharing, I could do only for 30 seconds to start with, and then as I got used to it, I can probably do for 3 to 4 minutes now, and it really gives me that boost. But also, you will have different sensations. It's very experiential, so you might have never felt different sensations as you would feel as you're practicing this. So start with 30 seconds, 45 seconds, see how you feel, and then slowly, with your own limit and whatever you want to accomplish, increase the time accordingly.
Yeah. I'd also like to add something that with regards to the benefits of breathing, as you, in addition to what you mentioned, is if you notice in COVID, those people that actually get COVID, one of the tests that they do, the medical people do, is they test the oxygen level in your body. So when you practice such breathing techniques, you are actually increasing the oxygen level in your body, which means it's highly preventive. So instead of getting having fear in your minds, or getting scared, or what if I catch it, why not focus on what's in your hands, which is breathing techniques, breath work. What we're sharing with you is very important in prevention and in boosting your respiratory health, right?
I was saying yesterday, I made the video, it's the Ferrari of the wellness tools.
Absolutely, it's the Ferrari. So we're actually giving out Ferraris for you guys. We're very generous people here. Okay, so let's continue.
Okay, so let's go into the meditation now. So we'll do again using the breath into a few minutes of actual meditation. So I'll probably start with the breath work that I shared just now. So again, we will start with that, and then I'll guide you into the meditation. So again, this technique can be used for getting you into the meditative state faster, because often we always have the complaint, I can't meditate.
So this is for you guys out there, okay?
I have too many thoughts. So this technique will help you to guide you into the meditative state faster. So let's start. Let's again have our back straight, have a comfortable seating position. Just ground yourself by taking a few deep breaths. Inhale and exhale through your nose, and getting your attention back to your breath. Just as you breathe out, just relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your jaw, relax your face. Just slowly getting back and bringing your full attention back to your breath. So as we did before, we will start by taking the previous technique, 3 deep breaths and fully out with a ha sound. So I'll again practice it together, guide you guys together, and let's do it together, and then we will slowly get back into the meditation. So let's start by first taking a deep breath. Inhale and exhale, and let's start. So just relax. Just observe as you're breathing in and breathing out. Just observe. You might have different sensations in your body. Just going back to your natural breath, bringing your full attention and focus to your breath. Just observing those natural sensations, observing whatever the sensations that come up. Might be a bit of lightheadedness or some tingling on your arms, on your legs, on your body. Just get present and observe. And as you're getting present, bring your attention and focus to below the nose and top of your lip, keeping that focus and attention to only to that small area of your body, and just observing every breath that you breathe in. As you breathe in and breathe out, just observe your breath without analyzing, without trying to object it, without trying to regulate it, without trying to force it. Just observe. Observe your own natural breath, keeping that focus and attention only to that small area of your body. And you will slowly, gently notice that there might be thoughts coming back. And as the thoughts come back and take your attention and focus away, just observe those thoughts. Don't try to stop it. Don't trying to block it or trying to object any of your thoughts. Just observe your natural thoughts as it comes, as it goes. Just letting it flow without objecting, without preventing, without stopping. Just whatever the thoughts are, just observe how it comes, how it goes. And as you get aware that your focus and attention has been taken away by your thoughts, take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale out through your nose, and use your breath to guide your focus and attention back to below the nose and top of your lip. And just slowly again going back to your natural breath, keeping that focus and attention only to that small area of your body, below the nose and top of your lip. And every time your mind goes away, use your breath, taking a few deep breaths to bring your attention back to your breath. Use your breath to break that pattern of your thought. Use your breath to be the guiding reference, be the connector between your mind and your body, to guide your focus and attention back to below the nose and top of your lip. And holding that focus and attention and just observing your natural state, observing your natural breath, and observe if there are any other sensations that might come up. Only being present to your every single breath that you breathe in, and just observing without trying to object it, without trying to regulate it. And every time your focus and attention goes away, take a couple of deep breaths, every time inhaling through your nose, exhaling out through your nose, and use your breath to guide your focus and attention back to below the nose and top of your lip. And just keeping that attention, keeping that focus only to that small area, without focusing on any other parts of your body, just keeping to that small area of your body, below the nose and top of your lip, and just observing every breath. Take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale out through your nose. Take another deep breath, inhaling and exhaling out through your nose. And then in your own time, gently open your eyes.
I don't know about you guys, but there is a strong sense of peace and calm in our studio. Yeah, it's very, very peaceful.
Yeah, I just want to check in how everybody is feeling.
Yeah.
Any sharing?
Good, okay.
Any observations?
Yeah, and anything you want to share with us? Any comments you want to put in the chat box or?
So, one of the things that I was feeling was kind of movement, which was not me. It was like subtle, and then I was lost. Then I forgot the movement, and then I was lost in thought, and then I got back myself to the breath, and it was very peaceful. That was what I was feeling.
Okay, thanks for
I
sharing.
had a question. You say like below the nose, on top of the lips. Is there any particular reason why that spot?
Yeah, I think the main area that we breathe from is through the nose, through the nostrils. And I think there are different ways we can focus our mind or focus our thoughts. And why to start from this area is once you start focusing on a really small area, then you can start broadening, because then your thoughts start to calm down. I can give an analogy. So the analogy is like, imagine you are taming a horse which is wild. You want to tame it, so you put a rope around it and you stick a pole and you tie the rope, so it can only go around that circumference. So imagine our mind is like that untamed horse, and our thoughts are always like running around everywhere. So we first want to tame those thoughts before we want to control them. So having that position helps to just bring that reference always back to that small area. So it helps in calming your thoughts, also helps in focus. Then you can focus on one thing and one little area, and you can apply this to anywhere, at your work, at family, while sharing, bringing always back to your breath and back to this. And then as we get matured and as we practice and we go deeper and deeper, you can extend the circumference area to rest of your body. And that's the technique of Vipassana, to be able to observe and observe different sensations. And where we start is only through this area first.
That brings me to my next question. Maybe would you like to share a little bit about the business benefits of these techniques, like in a business context, how do you use them, and what kind of results people get from that?
Yeah, I think it's whether it's business or individual, business are also made of people.
Exactly.
And we're like, especially in my line of business, I'm always dealing with people, and I can definitely observe that. I'm not perfect. I still react. So if something doesn't
Go your way.
go my way, or I don't like it, or my boss says something to me, I would react. But at the same time, the techniques that I have been practicing helps me to be grounded, not be overwhelmed, and kind of push out that reaction out there, to be able to improve effective listening. A lot of times we don't listen, and I also observed that I don't listen to people, and whether it be business or my wife or my family, they're saying and I'm in my head, I'm thinking about something else, and then I just capture some words and then I'll give my point of view. But having the meditation and the breath work really helps me to be with them, be with people, um, be present. I think one of the other things is, especially in a working environment, business environment, especially now where there are like always on Zoom, people are not present. We are having a meeting, but I can definitely observe that people are not in the meeting.
Too much going on in the head.
Yeah, and also getting distracted. So, like just practicing this helps you to be present, be present in the moment. Yeah, and and especially like where I work, very stressful, helps to manage that stress, to deal with stress, deal with anxiety, deal with overwhelming. We are always and especially now, like when I'm not being able to actually meet people in front, always either through Zoom meetings or video calls.
Right.
And it gets to you. Like sometimes we do need that detox
Social connection. Absolutely.
So
Somebody's asking,
yeah.
have you developed any superpowers after practicing? It's a good question. Yes.
Well, for me, my superpower would be to be calm. I think that's I always, no matter what the situation is and how overwhelming or stressful it is, I can just keep a calm state. For me, it works. Sometimes people always tell me, "Why are you so calm?" I was like, "What's there to stress about?"
Wow, that's something everyone can take away from today's session. Yes or no? On a lighter note. So do you said being a better listener, right? When you practice meditation. So I understand, you recently got married. So are you a better listener with your wife?
Yes, absolutely. Like before, rather than trying to fix her or tell her how it should be done, I just listen. It helps in the marriage.
Okay, wise advice for males out there.
Another question here is, like, what if meditation makes you fall asleep? Like, should you do this? Because if it's putting you to sleep all the time.
Yeah, I think meditation helps in improving sleep as well. So sometimes I personally practice the meditation before going to bed. So just improving the quality of my sleep. So yeah, I mean, a lot of I hear that comment a lot. People ask me that, oh, what if I'm falling asleep? So it can go both ways. So it depends on what your intention of the meditation is. If you want to have a really good sleep, and you can start by doing this breath work or meditation before going to sleep, then you can definitely observe the quality improvement of the quality of your sleep. But at times when we are just sitting down and meditating and calming our minds, and if you're just falling a bit sleepy, that's also okay. Go back to your breath, take a few deep breaths, and it will bring your attention back to your breath, get you out of that state of sleepiness.
Yeah, so it absolutely works both way. So it's just like if you're entering a meeting and it's going to be a stressful meeting, do a couple of rounds of breathing, get your energy up, and then get into the meeting. You're going to be more effective. And then maybe at night, in the evening, just before sleeping, again do a bit more of breathing and get into the meditation. So that would help you fall asleep better, right?
Yeah.
There's another question. How many times a day can you do this meditation and breathing practice?
There are no fixed timing. Just sharing my practice. What I practice, I wake up really early in the morning, so I do a 1 hour of meditation really early in the morning, and then during the day I don't get time. So for me, my time is waking up early and putting that structure together for practicing that. And if you're beginners, try what time it works for everyone. It can be like 10 minutes, can be 15 minutes, during any time of the day. Just see what works.
Yep, you have to work out your own schedule basically. It's flexible. Do we have any more questions?
Yeah, and anyway, if you want to talk also, you can just unmute your mic and just ask, okay?
Yeah, we welcome that as well. Is there anyone wanting to ask a question? You can unmute your mic as well. You know, we've really gained a wealth of knowledge today on breath work and meditation. Again, on a personal level, there are just so many benefits like detox, focus, clarity, mental clarity, you know, being a better listener, being more calm. So, you know, I've gained a lot from your sharing today. You know, it's really been helpful, and I'm sure our viewers also you know, have gained a lot. So if you have any comments, questions, yeah, feel free to either put in the chat box.
Can I ask a question? So regarding like the tie-in of breath work to spirituality, how does that work? Like in Vipassana, you do the 10-day meditation, like the session, right? So what is it about discovering another self that is existing within you? What is it exactly? You know, you use that one Anapana. What does that mean exactly?
So, I'll distinguish it in two different ways. So often I hear people talking about spirituality and, you know, self-discovery. So the breath work or the meditation is, of course, is a tool. It's not attached to any dogma, any religion, anything. It's your breath. It's your natural form of breathing. So in Vipassana, the technique of Anapana is the one that I shared before. So before getting into that observation of your senses, because as a human body, we have cells in our body, and all our cells are living, otherwise we'll all be dead. But all our cells have some kind of sensations in it. But because we are so busy in our head and busy in our environments, like what we see, what we feel, what we taste, our senses are dammed down because importance is given through our brain. So if somebody pinches you, you feel that sensation, because then that sense is getting a trigger in your brain, and your brain says that, oh, somebody is touching you or pinching you. But naturally, all your cells are alive and all has senses. So through the Anapana meditation or through the Vipassana, it helps to quieten that noise. And as you practice more and more, you will observe the more the quieten the noises, the more feelings and sensations will appear in your body. So just share from my experience, my feelings. So I try to go at least once a year back to just detox. This year I haven't been able to, and it takes a couple of days to just quieten that mind, because we are just so much in the rush, in the hamster wheel of running around, right? So it takes a couple of days to just quieten that mind, and once I quieten that mind, I can actually just feel different sensations and energy levels in my body. And that's the exposure that I got from practicing Vipassana, where of course I've practiced other techniques of meditation which helps in focus and helps in calmness. But as you said, now bringing back that spirituality word, it's really discovering about myself. So for me, spirituality is really discovering myself. And I think what I find through practicing Vipassana, through practicing breathwork, it gives me those blockers or things that the fear, we all have different kinds of fear, right? The fears that I'm not present to, but it gives me that exposure that what can I do? What can I take on? What am I being stopped at? And it's my self-discovery. It gives me a mirror image, to be honest. A mirror of literally looking inside and seeing what is stopping me and what can I do next.
Yeah, that's very beautifully said. I mean, that's like self-development, self-realization that helps you evolve further. You know, it's like often it's not easy to know, like, you know, what you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like finding out what is stopping me in life. And once we can figure out what's stopping us in life, wow, you can't imagine the possibilities that open up. So meditation is one tool that opens up the doors of new possibilities, whether in your personal life, in your business life. It's amazing. It's mind-boggling. So it's definitely, even if today you're wondering, can I do this? I'm not someone who meditates. We encourage you, take baby steps. Start from wherever we've shared some things with you, but take it on as a 3-minute, 5-minute routine, starting from breath all the way up to meditation, even in shorter periods, and really build it up, because over long term you'll see the benefits on your physical health, your mental well-being, and your overall total well-being. It'll definitely be a boost. Yep.
I have one more question. So I felt a little bit of scratchiness in my throat, like there's itchiness, like I was coughing a little bit internally. So does that help in clearing up this kind of breath work?
Yeah, and everybody is different, and everybody's experience is different.
Okay.
So there is again no right or wrong. Okay. So whatever you're dealing with, it will come up.
Okay.
Right. So like sometimes I've heard people like doing the breath work, they feel a pain that in their body goes away.
Okay.
Right. So wherever the blockage is, the energy will go there, and through your breath, it boosts your immune system. So whatever you're dealing with, it will come up.
Wow. So it kind of helps in a way indirectly in clearing blockages as well.
Yeah.
So there's a healing process going on when you meditate.
And in your, like, just to a little bit scientific explanation. So your spine is connected from your tailbone to your brain to your neuron, and the spinal gel, the air flows through that to instigate the T or the B cells that helps us to protect all our bloods or different viruses or bacteria that comes in. So through breath work, you can actually intentionally instigate that T and B cells in your spine. But often we can't do that because we are not there yet. So the more you practice, you can consciously boost your immune system through just by breathing.
Yeah, and activate those protection cells, so to say, in our body. Yeah, I mean, huge benefits, definitely.
So, any questions?
Do we have
the 7 chakras? Like Aang in Avatar, he had to open the 7 chakras in order to access his avatar state. Have you opened them all yet?
Good question. So personally, I don't think all my chakras are open. I think there are, as I go on through daily life, there are definitely different blockages happen. So personally sharing, I think I feel a lot of my heart chakra and solar plexus are sometimes I feel blocked. So I use this technique to, whatever the emotion I'm dealing with, whatever thing I'm dealing with, it helps me to open up. And it's a continuous journey. It's not just one day I do it and whoa, I feel great. But I always go back to that because, that's life. So keeping that practices every day helps me to energize my chakras, energize my body, energize my health.
I'll also like to add to that, because when you're meditating, you're actually activating the heart chakra. When the heart chakra gets activated, it automatically impacts all the other chakras in the body. So your solar plexus, so say if someone is stressed out, because the heart chakra is activated, the solar plexus, which manages all the emotions, is completely, balanced. And then it balances the spine and all the other related organs. So it starts with the heart, and then, it affects all the chakras. So again, everything is connected. You just have to start the practice, feel the sensations, feel everything, and just enjoy the experience.
Yeah, well
and
said.
Develop superpowers.
Yes, by the way, one of the hidden benefits, so to say, of meditation is intuition. So intuition is, again, having that gut feeling. Should I be doing this in life or not? Should I be entering into this business relationship? Should I, enter into this personal relationship with someone? So that's not something money can buy, intuition. So that with regular meditation practice, you develop that intuition. So you'll notice that, hey, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, or yeah, this is something I should be doing. But that comes with regular meditation practice. So that's again another benefit that's just part of meditation. It's given. It's a given to you.
And just to add to that point, very well said, with intuition is also manifestation.
Yep.
The more you get connected to your own self, you can manifest anything that you want. And I can definitely share my experience where, while meditation, there might be something coming up. I observe and I manifest, and it happens the next day. And in very simple terms, at work, you want this, in a certain way, you're stressed out about a meeting or some outcome that you want to get. Actually do some meditation and see if you can manifest, so that you are the controller of that situation rather than being the victim of the circumstance. You can say how it should go. And that really helps me. When I take control over it, I have the possibility to create that how the situation will work.
Absolutely. And it's when we can only take control when we are focused, when we are balanced, we have the right mindset, which meditation allows you to do. So absolutely, very well said. And manifestation, by the way, is directly related to prosperity. So if you want to attract anything in your life, guys, meditate. It's not just for health or spirituality, but also for manifesting what you want, your dreams, your reality. You have the power to create.
Sorry, there's one last question here before we finalize. With someone who is still learning and finding time to do breathing exercises, do you have a list of breathing exercises to follow?
So I think the techniques that I shared today are the most very basic ones. So box breathing is one of them. So you can use that as a kind of a very starting technique to do. There is also the second one which I shared, which is the Sufi breathing, which is again a very simple breathing technique. There are definitely a lot of lists of other techniques that you can even probably Google and find out. But these are the two very simple, very basic ones. The other practices that I personally do is also another technique called Wim Hof, which is again a very old technique. Wim Hof is a Polish breathwork coach who has introduced taking different kinds of monk breathing techniques and made it easily available for people to practice. That also helps for, again, rejuvenating yourself. Similar patterns, similar techniques, similar benefits. So those are the three that I personally practice. But then again, there are so many different kinds, and breathwork is being researched so much with medical benefits, and a lot of people are practicing it. So there's a lot of information on Google. There's a book that I would recommend if people who are interested in breathwork. It's called The Breathwork for Warriors. I can send that link later. It actually goes into a very detailed description and research about breathwork from really old generation, from the times of the gladiators, how breath was used for the time of fighting, to modern athletes, to Navy SEALs or Russian army, etc. And it's a very well documented research with some techniques, but also sharing a lot of the benefits that people can practice. So it's a really good book to read.
Breathwork for Warriors. Okay, that's
I
great.
think we had 3 minutes over, but yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to thank you to Saptarshi so much for sharing such wonderful techniques, the amazing benefits that all the techniques have, and that really, and all the encouragement and inspiration to really try out all those techniques. So also I wanted to let you know that we will be sharing different workshops, different techniques, every Friday, 12:30 to 1:30 Hong Kong time. We have some overseas people joining us. It's so nice to have them too.
Yeah, we have people from France, we have people from India, we have people from, yeah, quite a few.
Yeah,
So these are our contacts.
Yeah, so it's great. So again, we will be bringing you new workshops every week where we will be interviewing experts from different aspects of wellness and also peak performance. Last week we had a workshop by my daughter for learning to learn, and next week also we will be having another amazing workshop. We will be releasing details. So I request you to like, subscribe our channel. Our contact details are here. And stay tuned for more fun and interesting educational stuff. Again, our aim is really to bring you tools that empower you in your life, whether to create health, happiness, success, productivity, peak performance, all of that. Stay tuned to our channel and keep watching, keep subscribing. And if you want to know more about today's session, write to us. If you have any feedback, any comments, feel free, go to our Facebook page, and put in some comments. We want more people to know. We want more people to learn. So share with your friends so more people can join in, more people can benefit. Give us feedback, and we've lined up lots and lots of topics. If there is a particular topic that interests you, that you want us to cover, let us know. If you're even planning on holding an event, you want to host an online event, you're a trainer yourself, or you just want to hold an event for something else, for products, contact us. We have the space, we have the live streaming facilities, we have green screen studio. So just stay in touch with us till we see you next time. Thank you so much for joining.
One more thing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. By the way, if you need his contacts,
Yes.
please email us. We'll be happy to share it
Yeah,
with you.
we will share you Saptarshi's contact as well. And give us some comments. We'd love to hear from you. Huh?
Yeah, no, that's it. Thank
Thank
you.
you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was good, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, how was it?
Very good.
Oh, good.
We had good engagement from the people as well.
I think that was the main thing, because
Yeah.
they were connected. I especially like that question where really it is a superpower. Somebody doesn't have stress. It's actually a superpower.
And I think the interaction went well, right?
Yeah, it was great.
It was like flowing very well. Yeah, you okay?
The questions help.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
I think the only thing I need to figure out now is when you put the questions, I need the text to be bigger, because I can't see it clearly unless I bring the
Yeah,
questions
I
here.
think
But
you
then,
need to.
because she couldn't read the questions,
I couldn't
I don't
read,
think you
yeah.
could read the questions.
I
as
could.
well. Oh, you could.
Oh, okay.
No, I was like, okay, what?
Yeah, no, you need to have it here. You need to.
No,
have
we need to somehow find a way to make it bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Hello, I just forgot. I'm still live on Facebook. एक मिनट